You are listening to the Age Like a Boss podcast, episode 14. In today's episode, as I'm traveling back to the United States after 2 weeks of incredible international travel to spend some time with family, I'm going to continue to brainwash you on the power of resistance training and muscle building for us women over 40. Stick around.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Age Like a Boss podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Singh. I decided not to buy Peloton. Now look, if you're a Peloton fanatic, don't come at me, okay? I love Peloton. I use the app weekly. Shout out to Cody Rigsby, Dennis Morton. And my finger hovered over that buy now button for quite a few times. But when I thought about what I really want for my long-term health, I knew that this one machine was not going to do it all for me. Hey there, I'm Jennifer Singh, and I'm so glad you found my channel. If you haven't subscribed, just hit that button down below, would you? Especially if you are a lovely lady over 40 who is ready to get fit, get lean, and age like a boss. Okay, so why didn't I buy it? I mean, it wasn't just the money, although they are proud of those things. Am I right? They make a great machine. And I know that the people who own a Peloton really feel like they got a fantastic support and the quality and the warranty that they got a great deal. So if I'm a fan and it wasn't the cost, then what's my deal? I can sum it up in two phrases: tank top arms and booty slide, as in booty sliding down the back of our leg like it sometimes does after age 40. So I was also raised on endless cardio, starvation diets, and the endless seeking of being skinny. Some of my best days were when I was kind of a long distance-ish runner, but I got over that. Seriously, I want to invite you to completely forget skinny as a goal after age 40. I mean that your goal after age 40 should be more evolved than just being a smaller little bony version of yourself, because that may not be what's best for your overall physical and heaven knows mental health. So what I knew I could do on a spin bike was really dig in deep with cardio, right? Nothing wrong with cardio, but you need to be splitting some of your exercise time between cardio and resistance training. You see, most cardio exercises only work a small set of muscles, and even those muscles, they don't work under a lot of tension or don't provide a lot of resistance to those muscles. Walking and biking and running and other sports that involve running like tennis or pickleball, all of those are fabulous and they're amazing for burning calories, improving your cardiovascular health, and basically decreasing your chance of dying of everything. But after age 40, our muscles begin to melt off of our bones. Okay, not literally, but that's how I think about it. And it's called sarcopenia. After age 35, we do begin to naturally lose muscle mass. And the amount of muscle we have on our body largely determines our metabolism. So we need to be spending some time doing activities that specifically build the muscle on our body. I'm talking resistance training, ladies, lifting weights. There really is no substitute. Cardio is great and it sure beats sitting, but the best way to build a body that looks and functions like it's younger than it actually is lifting weights. So let's review real quick. Why do we care? Why do we need muscle on our body? Number one, because we like having a flaming hot metabolism. When we keep muscle on our body, we create a body that desires and needs to burn more calories at rest. Two, strong bones. In fact, you've probably been told by your doctor that you might need to start doing some resistance training to protect you from osteoporosis. Have you heard that? Reason number three, telomeres. Now, in a previous video, I talked about what a telomere is. It's a little cap on the end of our chromosomes. It protects them from degradation. Scientists like to look at telomeres to see how you're aging. One of the most powerful things that we can do to protect telomeres is exercise. There's so much more out there about telomeres. If you're interested, just, Google that stuff up. Number four, reduce risk of falling now and in the future as we age. Look, you may think it's a long way off, but we're not just going to wake up one day and be a strong senior citizen. We have to start now getting strong to be a strong senior citizen. And strong senior citizens have a much lower risk of falling. And when they do fall, because they're fit and their bones are harder, they have a lower risk of breaking bones. So if you would like to age gracefully into someone who can still get up and down off the toilet at the very end of their life, you need to start now. My dad used to say that. My only goal is to be able to get up and down off the toilet by myself. Reason number five, fight heart disease and diabetes. Heart disease is still the number one killer of Americans. All exercise decreases risk of heart disease and diabetes, but if you want to give it a 1-2 punch, come up with a program that involves cardio and resistance training. And finally, number six, brain health. Again, exercise of all types is great for this, but resistance training is the bomb for protecting us from cognitive decline and forms of dementia. Okay, so we need some of both. I told you not to focus on getting skinny, but that doesn't doesn't necessarily mean not being smaller than what you are right now. When you build muscle, you create a smaller, tighter, stronger version of yourself. Frequently, the scale won't change, but the way your clothes fit and the way you fit in your skin feels different. So bringing it all back around to the Peloton and why I didn't buy one, great machine. I just decided to invest a much smaller amount of money into pure cardio and invest more of my time and money into building more muscle. I did buy a little cheaper spin bike on Amazon. Love it. Have had no problems with it. So remember, even brisk walking counts as cardio. You don't actually need a machine at all, unless you have some movement limitations that make walking impossible or very difficult for you. And don't forget to find activities that actually are fun, things that you think are joyful and make you happy. Pick up an old sport or a new one. Rescue a dog to get you out of the house a couple of times a day. If you feel completely at a loss on thinking of how to start a resistance training program, drop that in the comments down below. I'd be happy to make another video about how to get started.